this U16 AAA matchup between the Valley Wildcats and your Basin Armada. Dress tonight for the Valley Wildcats, playing goal number 1, Jared Maxwell. Also dressed for the Wildcats, number 3, Colby Tripp. Number 5, Peyton Kenny. Number 6, Zachary Banks. Number 7, Tyler Stoddard. Number 8, Nolan Green. Number 9, Assistant Captain Braden Nickerson. Number 10, Colin Pearl. Number 11, Joshua Cameron. Team Captain number 12, Thomas Gambin. Also, dress number 13, Patrick Gosling. Number 15, Jaden Etheridge. Team leading scorer with 7 goals on the season, number 17, Cameron McCray. Number 19, Justin Rigo. Number 20, Assistant Captain Patrick Camone. Number 21, Assistant Captain Jack Terrace. Number 22, Madden Blankman. And also goaltender today, number 30, Owen Whittier. Bench staff, head coach Adam Gorman, trainer Liam Britton, and assistant coaches Adam Clark and Matthew Sheffield. That's the Valley Wildcats. And the crowd goes wild. You better grab a hot beverage today to be on the bench. You're gonna freeze. It's a deep freeze. I don't know if anyone knows this. Now for the starting lineup for your Basin Armada. Starting goal number 30, Austin Vikram. Alternate goaltender number 1, Alec Higgin McLeod. Number 2, Isaac Bungay. Number 4, Lyndon Todd. Number 5, Charlie Thompson. Number 7, Owen Chisholm. Number 8, Sebastian Surratt. Team captain number 9, Luke Batemans. Number 10, Zach Bouchier. Number 11, Benjamin Creighton. Number 12, Jack Brady. Number 14, Assistant Captain Devin Dubay. Number 21, Mason Lowe. Number 22, Seth O'Leary. The team leading scorer with 15 goals on the season. Number 23, Lucas Van Holkes. Number 34, Assistant Captain Joel Hackard. Number 44, Colin McLeod. Number 55, Carter Pico. And number 77, Assistant Captain Cooper McInerney. Bench staff, head coach Matt Donnelly. Trainer Eric Cherry. Assistants Tyler Brown, Ryan Groom, and manager Dan McKenzie. That's your Basin
And thank you, Mr. Wade Wild, and welcome everyone. We're in a chilly afternoon downtown Lower Sackville for this neutral arena game between the Valley Wildcats making their way down the 101 to take on the Basin Armada. Obviously, normally this is the Kings' time for the U16 AAA, but they're on the road this evening. So the Armada taking advantage of taking the ice down. I believe they're doing it again next week as well, but right now we've got to get through this week with our starting goaltender, number 1, Jaron Maxwell for the Wildcats, 200 feet across from him. We have number 30, Ostrom Pickram, as well. Bring it to center ice, get this thing started. Like I said, it's a cold one outside, but the action's going to be hot on the ice as we start right from inside the Wildcat zone, as Todd's there looking to dump it in deep as both teams give chase, trying to get things fixed up here as we try to set things up, looking to come back up the other way. Gets stopped up, maybe a chance for the Valley here through the neutral zone as Nickerson looks to step back and take a shot. That hits his skate, doesn't make its way through, and the Armada pick it up quickly, and the Valley player loses an edge. Maybe a chance here for Bouger on the short side. Bouger fires and scores! Throws it upstairs, top corner. After the Wildcat player unfortunately blew a tire right around center, but making no mistake, number 10, Zach Bouger for the Armada, getting one early. Just over 30 seconds here, first period. Armada lead 1-0. We'll bring it back to center ice, not quite the start the Valley was looking for. The Armada taking advantage of an opportunity to full extent as a scramble draw here. That pops inside the Wildcat zone. They look to chip it up ahead. Can't get by. Mackin here in front of his own bench. Now Brady there looking to knock it in deep. Valley will regroup behind their own net. Now look far side, look to break out on the boards. Does come outside the blue line and going to touch our Armada player on the wrong side of that blue line, as there was a hit after the dump in there as well, as McCrae laid the first shoulder check of this hockey game. Of course, we're getting near the end of the season. I believe only 8 games remaining after this one for the Armada, so important playoff points as the standings still yet to be decided. Here's the goal announcement. It was Zach Bouger with his 12th. Todd and Hakala getting the assist markers on Bouger's 12th of the season. That'll also be his 30th point of the season, leading the team. As Valley flick a high one out, Mackin trying to knock that down, but it's brought in by Pearl. Pearl now short side. He tried to sauce one out front, but couldn't quite get that down in time as he had his teammate crash in the goal. Now along the boards. Picked up by Chisholm. Chisholm by himself. His team's making a change. He elects to dump it in as well as he heads towards the bench. Chance here for the Wildcat. Remember that long stretch pass touched up at center. Armada going to pick it up inside their own zone. Along the boards here. Now for Maidment. He gets stopped up trying to clear it out. They'll try again now here with Pino. To the far side. Valley Wildcats collapsing quickly on that puck in that far corner. 2-on-2 as the Valley in their red. Armada with their whites. Armada will try to go on the boards here again. Wildcats chipping in from the blue line, trying to keep that deep, and now it pops out, picked up by Ald. Ald hits the blue line, dumps it in deep. In behind the net. Maidment gets there first, trying to come out front with it. He gets pinched off. Everybody look for a loose puck now. The referee right down low, yelling at them to move it. 2 red jerseys, 2 white jerseys. It does pop out. Armada have it back here to the blue line. Look for a quick wrister. That hits a leg in front of blocking that shot was Keddy. Now Wildcats again. Looks to clear. Again to the blue line, not out. That's put right back in deep. Back on the far side. Valley will try again. Just going to chip this one out. Now race for it to that far side. Trying to catch up in time was Baldwin. He has it now. He takes a bump as both players go down, and the Armada quickly back the other way. 2-on-2 shaping up as they're inside the line. Far side now looking for a pass out front to Brady, but a little bit too far for him. Now they're trying to find from the corner. Backhand one towards the Wildcat goaltender. He's going to take no chances. As he looked up, saw a white jersey a little bit too close. Going to hold on. Shot's only 2-1. Of course, the Armada scoring on their very first shot of the game, barely 30 seconds into this. as we're almost 3.5 first period now. Face-off glove side of the Wildcats goalie. They look to clear it out. Again, far as the line, not out. Second opportunity. Armada giving them no room, but Wildcats do pop it out now right in front of the penalty box. Armada stops up, chip up again, but there's the Wildcats. They hit it off a shin pad, knocking inside the zone. Trying to move it up there, almost read that play perfectly with Nickerson. Now he heads up to the top of the slot, trying to pull the trigger for a shot. Armada get on them, not allowing that to happen. Wildcats keep it in, but then off his skate. And back here at center, as Ringlet gonna knock it in deep to the far side now. Looking to pick it up now is McNeil. He goes along the boards. That's picked up. Walking in inside the circle. Backhand. And the first real test there for the Armada goaltender as Pickram able to make the save, hold up, no rebound. Not a bad crowd here on the Armada side. And over in the Valley side, not as many. Again, it's cold. There's also the big event up in Winter this afternoon with the Long Pond outdoor game. I know Chef Dilly was promoting that quite well, so hopefully a lot of people are out there watching that. It's a cold one as the Armada bring it inside the zone. They cycle it down low. Down there for Creighton. Creighton loses the handles. It goes back to the corner. Valley will go to the opposite corner with it. Dropping down to the corner. Looking to pop one up. Far as the blue line. Nah, it does get out. And now one-on-one shaping up there far side. And you can't get by the active stick. They're trying to dance its way in there with Banks. Puck on the boards again. In the corner. Player gets taken down. It's underneath him. They finally move it. Comes in behind to the opposite corner. Valley doing good to collapse quickly on the puck. Back to the blue line. Gosling, keeps in. He puts it down deep. Valley have it again. Cross ice pass. A little bit too far as they try to connect with the defenseman on the far side, Troop. Now the Wildcats got to go all the way back in their own zone to pick it up. Trying to stop up. Aggressive forecheck here. Is down there, look for a loose puck is Vougier, the goal scorer for the Armada. Along the boards now, pops up at the blue line, put right back in deep. And Chanso front, that took a funny bounce, and then trying to shuffle one towards the goal there for the Armada, but Maxwell able to put that aside. Pass along, cross ice, creeping in from the blue line was Bungay, couldn't quite get a shot off, but it's in behind, trying to come out front again, pops loose. This time the Valley Cats get to it, and watch out as Blandon had his head down. And off the bench there to keep that puck in. The Armada was flying in. Puck missing on the far side. Armada still with it with some pressure. Pass out front. Valley pick it off. They look to move it out. And this one is going to get outside the line. As Pino looks to move it up ahead. Picked off there by Ketty. And he gets some help at the line as Blandon moves up to the far blue line. Trying to find some room. No room to be had there at all. As a sea of white jerseys collapse quickly in front of the Wildcat player. Now back the other way. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm look to take a shot. Gets pushed and forced to the corner. Picked up now by O'Leary. O'Leary scores! From behind the net, far side. Come right back out front. Didn't look like anything coming up with it. But Ohm Chisholm leading the lineup. Able to find a loose puck, put it home. Just like they start the game. Here's another goal for the Armada. Armada sitting right now third place with 35 points with a 17-6 record. But with the amount of games left and how close it is, pretty well at the top six. The Dukes sitting at the top of the leaderboard right now. The Armada and Dukes had a real tight game. A nice shot there from the blue line. Rebound, scores again! Armada just touring it on here. They're going to get a chance to even finish. They come right in off that face-off, bring it inside the zone, and pop it in the rebound. We're going to get a timeout in the far side, as this time it's going to be number 14, Devin DeBay, getting his name on the score sheet early, and we're quite early in this one. We're going to get a goalie change as well. So Wildcats take the 30-second timeout, and down between the pipes now is going to be Odin Whittaker. As a real hot start for the Armada to start this one. As 3 goals here in 6.5 minutes. Taking advantage of any opportunity they get when they get inside the offensive zone. I was saying, in the Ice Jam, the Armada had a tight game against the eventual winners of the Ice Jam, the Dukes, and they went on the road last week and played the Dukes again, with each team coming up with a victory. And of course, like I said, all those teams battling for top spots here. We'll see this time out. You see them bang their six on the other side. Wildcats realize there's lots of hockey left to be played here this afternoon at the Old Barn and here at the Sackville Arena. Of course, Armada normally play out of the Greenfoot Energy Center. And of course, up in the valley for the Apple Dome for the Wildcats. Here's the second goal announcement. It was Owen Chisholm, his second of the season. O'Leary getting the assist mark there, that one. And that one's off the post, and the rebound scores! Shot from the Blues. Hey, looks like the timeout worked to perfection for the Wildcats. And the shot from the blue line, he gets the iron, and jumping all over that rebound is number 10. I believe that's Cohen Pearl. Got hands like his old man there, putting that one home. Good to see Pearl jumping on the score sheet, and that's exactly what the Wildcats need to get back in this hockey game after the Armada coming up with the 3 goals here early in the first period. But the Wildcats call a timeout, switch goaltenders, and whatever the coaches said must have worked because they come down, ring it off the post, and pop home the rebound. And now they're up in the forecheck looking for more, but here comes the Armada looking to get that one right back as Surrett wheels his way inside the line. Hand it back, now hit the blue line. Here's a quick shot, and that's going to miss wide here on the short side as Whitaker trying to find his first one. Now O'Leary trying to put it in deep. That pass picked off, and Pearl takes a bump as he puts it in deep. Wildcats looking to get their first pass out front. Armada picked that up. Naylor looked to go up the other way. Pass it through the middle as O'Leary ducks a check as he moves the pass over. Picked up there by Surrett. He fires one. The referee right there waving it off. They got a piece of the goaltender, a piece of the outside of the goal. As Nickerson tries to go the other way, O'Leary had to get back on side. Wildcats will try again and loses his feet almost. As Gambin, Wildcats captain, almost lost it right in front of his own goal, but he's able to clear it out. Here's Hackala. Hackala for the Armada. Dances his way in his own zone, going to hand off to his defenseman, who gives it right to the Valley Wildcat player inside the zone now. Looking to walk up his Breen. As you listen to the third goal announcement for the Armada. It was DeBay. I try not to talk over the announcer when he's doing his announcing. He's quite loud. And it's cold enough in here. They're going to bring it to center ice, and that's going to be the right call. Icing was called, but it looked like the Valley Wildcat player. Some little extra noise coming from the fans. I seen the coach turn around and say it's okay. They bring the face off to center. That is the correct call. As it looked like the red jersey definitely got to the hash marks first, won that race to negate that icing. And either way, we'll bring it down to the Valley zone now at that draw from center. They go corner to corner. Looking to move it out. This one's going to go past, and this time Wildcat going to definitely win the race this time as Pictum going to come with the play it. Here's the other. It was Cohen Pearl, his 4th of the season. As then Wildcats had the puck on the far side. Looking to find some room. Armada pick that up. Here's Hackala down below us. He's looking for a change as he puts it in deep. In behind his own goal, picking up with some speed is Troop. Goes along the boards but can't clear as Todd holds the line. Now a second opportunity. Looking to go for a skate, trying to find some room up through the middle here. Blandon to the far side, pass out front. And that goes off a skate. And as Cameron tried to hold the line, Wildcats got a tag up on the offside. Armada looking to pick it up behind their own goal. To the far corner. Trying to move it out. Wildcats right there at the blue line, knock it back in deep as Todd will go along the boards. Pops out. No real room there. As picking it up there is Keddy. He goes down on one knee trying to make the play. Down deep in the corner. Armada reverse it to the other side. He's able to come all the way out. Looking to pick it up now. Peyton Kenny. Hands it off to his defense partner. They start to move it around now at center. They're going to shovel one in deep. Let's see if he's going to cover it or play it. He's going to elect to cover that up. As Austin Pickram saw the slow moving puck coming in towards him. Going to take no chances. Hold on to that top of his crease. Force the face-off in deep as we're past the halfway mark now here of the first period. 3-1 hockey game. Face-off blocker side of the Armada goaltender. Valley went into the half wall. Both teams looking for it now. It's picked up. Quick shot from a sharp angle. Didn't miss by much, but did miss. Going to come all the way back out here to center now. That's Renette with a backhand up through the middle. He's going to come inside the zone. Going to get a race for it. Picker going way out the plate. He's going to get a paddle on it. And he throws it to the corner. Wildcats pick it up again. Armada went for the hit there. Missed, but picked up now. Loose puck with a 2-on-1 shaping up on the far side. As DeBay, he fires a shot. And Twitter able to make that save. And the Wildcats quickly looking to move it out. Pearl, far side. He sidesteps the check as he brings it inside the line. Looking to pick it up now. Thompson trying to spin away. Hands it off to Mackinnon. Mackinnon loses the handle. Wildcats looking to go cross out front. Couldn't quite connect with the pass. It's chipping in from the blue line. There's the shot. That gets a piece of something. As a shot from the defenseman came in. Now in behind the goal line. Puck to the corner. Looking for a loose puck. Maybe backhand to the far side. Up to the middle. By himself now. Auld. He can't get through the sea of red. As they take that and then move it quickly to the far side. As Pearl puts it in. You got to watch those backboards. As that pass almost came right out front. Now from the far side. There's a quick shot. Big pad save. Rebound comes all the way out. And Chisholm picks up. Moves it out to center. But Gosselin now inside his own line. Moves over to the far side. They chip it high off the boards. Armada there at center to try to throw it right back in, but a little bit too high as it's up into the ceiling and out of play. We'll bring that face off to the far dot. We get close to the 8 minutes remaining here in the first period. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon. I can't blame you for not wanting to go outside today. It's a cold one. And of course on the High Button channel, lots of games all day, all night. U15, U16, U18, you name it, we got it. And some great action all across, I shouldn't just say this province, all three provinces, New Brunswick, PEI here, and of course Nova Scotia. That puck's put in, comes right in top of the Valley Wildcat goaltender. He's going to hold on and force the face off inside the zone. Wildcats making a full line change. Face off now on the glove side of Whittier. And it comes to the corner. Wildcats trying to move it. Can't clear the line. This time, diving attempt to make sure that gets out. And Baldwin just sidesteps the check there as he chips it inside the line. Armada move it to the far side. And he's going to flick a high one. Heads up on that far side. Watch out. As that was up. Right where the door is in that far side, going underneath the mesh and up into the stands. So a lucky fan gets a souvenir this afternoon, and we'll get a face-off in the Armada zone. Face-off, cleared out, bouncing puck comes all the way to center. Wildcats get back on side, they put it all the way back in. Pickram out to play it, leaves it behind his own goal. Looks up ice, looking for Fugier here. He chips one ahead. He scored the first goal of this game, almost from the same spot, tried to pull it to the backhand. Where is it? Everybody holds for a second, but it's underneath. Owen Whittier, who's able to come in this game, make a nice save on his belly. He's all stretched out. As Fugier tried to stretch him to the far post, but he was able to go spread eagle along the ice, keep it out, hold on to it. We'll get another face-off this time in the Wildcat zone. Face-off straight back. Wildcats get to the blue line, but out of his Todd fires a shot looking for the old deflection. And that got all the way through, but the save's made They pad it to the corner. Wildcats will try again now through the middle. A little backhand pass. Trying to get back there. First is Todd. He's going to hammer one up towards center. Picked up by McRae. McRae takes a big hit by Hackala right in front of the Armada bench as he pays the price. Trying to knock that deep. Now from the far side. Pass out front. Player gets knocked down. Referee's arm stays down as well. Off the boards. Firing a shot. That hits a body in front. The Armada's going to throw the body around themselves here. We get into the later stages of this first period. Race for it back. And there's a big hit in the corner as Fugier doesn't win the battle for the puck, but definitely wins the battle of the boards. As Armada back here at center. Puts it in deep. Looking to pick it up now. And along the boards for the Wildcats. Armada right there quickly on them. Trying to quick pass in the high slot. Couldn't quite connect the Valley. We'll try this on far side. That's off his stick. Circling back with it now is Thompson. He's going to take it all the way behind his own goal. Thompson hands off the far side. Quick touch pass. Almost picked off. It does get out. Now another nice pass there. O'Leary, he fires it. He fires a shot. He misses wide. Look for his own rebound. And that's going to be pushed to the other side. O'Leary looking to go out front. Goes off a foot. Back to Thompson. He sips back and looks for the long wrister. That misses everything. But then off the boards again. They almost be able to pick up a pass. Now we watch this puck. He's got to come right on top of Pickram, so no icing. As he's got to hold on to it. He looks up, sees the red jersey. And they'll force a face-off in the Armada zone. 3-1 our score. The Armada started off quick, about 30 seconds in. A goal from Zach Fugier. Then they scored two more. And we got a timeout, goalie change. And after that timeout, Wildcats able to score one to make it 3-1. And it's been pretty well back and forth since. And here's a chance here right off the draw. That hit something in front. Went just wide on the far side. Armada took a flick a high one up. This one's not going to make it far enough for icing. And it's left in the corner by Troop. And there's a strained another one. As it's looked down, and somehow from the half wall just thrown it on goal. And they score. And it's going to be number 14, Devin DeBay, with his second of the period. Definitely one that the Wildcats goalie wants back. And they had a quick look down and then a quick look up, and it was in the back of the net. So Armada get their 3-goal lead back 4-1, 5.5 to go here in the first. Officials try to get them all straight away on that far side. We'll wait for the official goal announcement here in a moment as both teams throwing the body around that far side. A photographer right over there too, getting right in with the action. Now a quick pass up. That's a little bit too far for Bateman. That's going to go the length of the ice as the whistle goes. Icing will be the call. As it's getting a little quiet in here. I don't know if it's because it's so cold. Here's a goal announcement. As the Armada gets tossed from the draw there. They didn't like how the wingers were lined up. They win it back as Pinu goes along the board. Takes a funny bounce. That's picked up. They're trying a shot there as Pearl. He's got the goal for the Wildcats. Trying to do what the Armada just did, just throw everything towards the net. As the Armada picked that one up, sent it down the length of the ice. See if this one makes it far enough for icing. And just going to get over the red line. It was a good race for it. But icing will be the call. We'll bring it back in the Armada zone as we got some conversations happening now over in front of the Wildcat bench. Nothing comes from that, but we'll keep an eye on this one. We still got 5 minutes left in the first and then 2 more periods. And the way this one's going, it could be a high-scoring affair. Face-off back now behind the goal. Pinu along the boards with it. Looking to clear it to Surratt. He gets touched up. Armada will try the opposite side now. Ald can't clear. There's a long shot from the blue line, but seeing that all the way through is Pickram. He gets the glove out, holds on. And got to get it changed here for the Armada. We get another face-off in their zone here to the glove side of Pickram. On the draw, Armada pick it up, trying to bounce one off, kept in at the blue line, put right back down deep. Nice play to hold the line by Gambin. Now on the boards, Armada will try again. Trying to get in behind it, and this time Ringlet able to hold on. And a pass out front. Couldn't quite get that through. We'll try it again. This is going to like to shoot. And a nice save again with traffic in front. And now some pushing and shoving in front of the Armada goaltender. But as Pickard got that high in the shoulder area, bobbed it for a moment, but able to drop it down into himself to hold on. See if the referees send anybody from that little scrimmage. Looks like they're letting him go here a little bit early in this one. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get. If they call everything or call nothing. On the face-off. Everybody looking for it. It finally gets forced to the corner. Armada give chase to the far side. Now McNeil loses the handle. And it's picked up. And trying to find a puck that's bounced around. And it's walking in with a quick shot there with Nickerson. And now caught outside of his net. He was trying to go back and pick up his goal stick with Pickram. And as he did, he got caught up with his post and knocks the net off. So with just under 4 minutes remaining here now. First period. We'll get that net put back on. Sometimes the nets come off here quite easy. We've noticed the last couple of weeks. Usually it's the one down the other end. But that one he got kind of all tied up with as he was trying to go around behind his net to pick a stick up. Now they get all set away. Drop the puck. Armada got to pick it up. That long stretch pass far side, trying to rim it around. Goes off the skate. Now they're going to skate up through the middle. Hands it off. And it's O'Leary. O'Leary trying to dance his way through here on the short side. He gets a bump there behind the goal. Armada had the puck. A nice pass out front. That hits a shin pad out front. As Van Portes thought he had a good scoring opportunity, but it hit the lag in front. As he looks to dump it in, he gets taken down. As the Wildcats with some pressure now, race far side, trying to walk in. Farsha scores! Winning the puck battle and then winning the race, Jack Terrace, number 21. As the goals continue to come here in the first period, Wildcats get it back to a 2-goal spread. I've got it. I believe assistant captain number 21, Jack Terrace, of course. I always wait for the official goal announcement. What we see up here, what happens on the ice are two different things sometimes. We'll bring it back to center, wait for the official announcement as the puck gets put in the zone, and the Wildcats quickly trying to feed off that last goal, looking to pick it up again. Then force it to the far side. Trying to move it there is Bungay. Puck pops out. Picked up here now by Fougere. Fougere going to go for a skate. He's up over the line. He tries to throw a shot, hits a defenseman in front. Another big hit in the corner. Here's a goal announcement. It was Terrace with his 5th of the season. Unassisted. As Fougere just gets a piece of that, they chips it in. They look on that far side now, looking to chip it out. Kept it at the blue line by Bungay. He's looking to just pin it, but now it pops out. Wildcats have it from their own bench. Trying to move it to the middle. Bungay pushes them back, and now it's picked up by Fougere. Fougere, he fires a shot. That deflected, missing on the far side. Picked up now by Gosling. He hands it to the far side, kept in again by the Armada defense. Now they're going to flick one up to the middle. They try to get back on side. And they're going to touch that one on the wrong side of the blue line. The official on the far side says offside will be the call as we approach 2 minutes remaining here now, first period, 4-2 hockey game. We get a face-off down below us. Wildcats win the draw. Flick a high one up to the middle. That's gloved down, but now picked up by Breen. Breen spins and looks. He looks out to the middle. Todd's going to read that. Looks like he had some room to skate right in, but he likes to dump it in. Look to pick it up again now. As Stoddard gives chase to the far side. Trying to chip it out. It is going to come outside the line. Armada quickly to put it back in is Chisholm. Chisholm took a little shot high there. Both players were skating by. Now here comes the Wildcats trying to find some room up through the middle. Hands off far side. Trying to bring it inside the line. Armada stopped that attempt. Now they're back the other way. Partial 2-on-1 shaping up. Far side now. Looking out front. Trying to get that pass over. Diving out is Whitaker. And able to stop that attempt as McNeil was trying to use that long reach. That fast. Here comes the Wildcats. Quick shot far side. Pickeram's able to make the save. Rebound goes to the corner. Armada looks to clear. Fires the blue line. Not out. Here's a quick wrister. Look for a deflection. That does hit something in front. Goes to the far corner. Valley again with a minute to go here now. First period. Hold the line. To the far side. A good active stick there to knock that loose. Then trying to chip it up ahead. Trying to catch up to it now is Chisholm. Chisholm picks it up by himself as his teammates are making a change. Wildcats going to clear it up to center. Chipping inside the line. Picked up now by Makinen. Makinen stops up behind his own net. He looks up ice. As Cooper Makinen goes far outside. Off the skate. Picked up. Looking to find some room now. Thompson, and he puts it in deep. Both teams look for a loose puck in behind the goal. Valley have it. Landon, goes to the far side for Etheridge. And he chips it in deep. Only about 20 seconds to go here in the period. Valley would love to get another one on the board here and make this a one-goal game before the break. Armada going to try to get this out, and they do. And it's going to go the length of the ice. And Valley going to get one more chance here with about 5 seconds on the clock. With an icing face-off, going to bring it down in the Basin Armada zone. On the draw, they do get it back. Quick shot, there it is, right! But a little bit too high as the horn's gonna go. And that will do it here. We had a quick look to make sure nothing happened after the whistle. 4-2 our score, Armada lead. Shots on goal were 14-13 in favor of the Wildcats. We're gonna take a short break here. We're gonna watch a Zamboni go around for about 10 minutes. We're gonna try to warm up. We'll see everybody in a few for the second period. And as we welcome the teams back to the ice surface, we'll switch ends. Armada leads 4-2. Shots are 14-13 in favor of the Valley after 20 minutes of play. As the officials will bring us up to center ice. Saw lots of goals in that first period. Still waiting for our first penalty of this hockey game, which is surprising. Usually, not just between these teams, all the teams here at the U16 level. Usually we've seen some action over the penalty box area, but it's given a good one so far on this cold, chilly one outside. And with the blow of the whistle, we're going to drop the puck, get the second period on the way. And Armada looking to maybe have the start they had for the first period when they scored about 35 seconds in. Not to start from behind their own net now, looking to go front, right up from the middle. And dangerous pass there, but picked up by Surratt. Surratt, as his teammates tried to do the splits as much as he could, but couldn't quite stretch the leg that long. And his offside is going to be called. So Armada do get the quick whistle like they had in the first period, but this time it's going to be offside. Bring the face-off right down in front of the timekeeper's booth. And this one's going to be dumped in from the center line. You watch for a pass, and careful about that backboard. As the Wildcat goaltender going to get that paddle down, hold on, and be quite careful, because they do take sometimes some crazy bounces, especially off the lower part, like the yellow plastic. It'll come right out front and do a lot of games. They've been in this arena for a lot of years. The face-off now coming blocker side. They get them all lined up, then they drop the puck. Armada have it at the blue line, going to cycle it down deep in the corner. Looking to pick it up in behind, now back to the corner again, back to the blue line. Little cross ice. McNeil look for a shoot line, takes it, it's deflected, missed on that short side. Come to the far side, now at the wall, picked up by the Wildcats. There's three of them trying to fly up through the neutral zone. They hit the red line, and the referee's going to say offside. And it was a close one as he tried to move that puck over to the middle. And he had his partner with him as well on his left wing. But offside's going to be the call. Face-off will come to the far side, down in front of the Valley bench. They'll drop that now. The Armada will look to move it on the boards. They'll have to try again now. Thompson will hand it over here to Mackinnon. Mackinnon trying to do some edge work. He takes a big hit along the boards by Mr. Carson Pearl. Lower in the shoulder. Wildcats can't clear though. Puck kept in the zone. Now along the boards. Forced in behind. Both teams give chase. Trying to step away from a check, and then they move along the boards. Now they'll look up ice. Trying to get a step in behind. Goes off a stick. And we get a race down to the corner now. Icing's waved up. Big hit as well. As the defenseman Mackinnon laying the boom there on McRae. And the Armada get the red line, dump it in deep. As both teams coming out, throwing the body to start this second period. I obviously don't need to say what the coaches probably gave for the instructions for both teams. There's a shot, and that didn't miss by much as somehow it shot out the other side. That shot from Thompson here from the blue line. And then a clear gets deflected. And out of play, we'll keep that face off in the Wildcat zone. Almost 2 minutes gone. As went up, deflected up in the ceiling, and then just dropped down. I don't know if it hit another puck, and either way, you heard the timekeeper say puck's just dropping from the sky. You can't laugh at the rink. What else you got to do? That shot right off the face-off comes right into the mitt of Whittier, and he makes the save, holds on. Another face-off on that far side. This one's picked off and cleared, but there's the Armada just outside the line. They'll tag up on the offside. Go right back in. Wildcats with a hard pass here. A little bit too hard. That's going to go the length of the ice. They kind of come right on top, and Pickram was a little tied up there. Didn't know if he should let that go or touch it, and then it just went off the side of his goal. He had to be careful, but it is cleared out. Now Gamden to the far side. Along the boards now. They try to chip in. They do. Both teams give chase to the corner. Wildcats trying to get there first, trying to force the pass out front. That's picked off. Armada looks to move it up through the middle. Looking to stop that. Maybe looking for the pass there is DeBay. Sitting with 2 here this afternoon. With scratch back. And what another big hit there. This time, I believe it was Blandon lowering the boom. And feeling that one was Pino. As they try to find the puck. That was a big hit with that clearing attempt. Puck moved up ahead. And I'm looking back at center. Icing's going to be the call as they try to get the players from the bench back on the ice for the Armada, who got charged with the icing. 3 minutes gone here now, second period. Faceoff's going to come in the Armada zone. As they try to get them all lined up, the time they get them for the draw, hopefully give them the rest that they need. Here's the play. Back of the blue line. Quick shot. That's a toe save on the short side. As ripping that one from the blue line was Terrace. He's got one this afternoon. Armada able to clear it out. Little touch up. Here's Chisholm, short side. Chisholm, he's got like to shoot. Fires one. Rebound. And it's going to be picked up and cleared. He got that high in the shoulder. Wildcat goalie thought he held on to it, but it did pop out. But the rebound's cleared. Armada will start to move it up through center again. They start to move things around inside the line now. Another hit and just pushed down. They thought, let me look for a roughing call there. Referees say no. Offside was going to be called as Brady had to get back on the right side of the blue line. And went for a big hit at center, but just walked right around him was Gambin. As he brings the puck inside the line. But now skating out on the far side. Here comes O'Leary. Seth O'Leary trying to get a step. O'Leary gets forced to the corner. Puck in the skates now. Both teams look for it. They move it along the boards. Looking to clear it out. Now from some room to skate. Now they move it up. Ship it just inside the zone, but it hits the defender. Looks to clear. High off the glass. Not out. Kept in at the blue line. Now it's moved up. With Surratt fresh off the bench. He picks up the pass. He looks to go far side. He has to contend with McRae. He's up there on the forecheck. Now along the boards. Push back deep again. Todd's going to pick it up behind his own goal. He goes far side. Looking to chip on out. Does. Picked up now by Surratt. Surratt has a trailer with him. Trek cuts back to the inside. Looking for a pass out front. Nice defensive play. But then it's moved right back out front. And it's still passing around the skates. And the Wildcats looking to try to clear it out. But nice defense there by Taylor Stoddard. As a nice little move there to cut back through the middle. But couldn't quite get the shot off. Now the Armada behind their own goal line. Losing in the corner. Backhand pass out front. Backhand shot. Rebound. Poking away at another couple shots there on that far side. All kinds of opportunities. Pickram keeps out. There's a shot from the blue line that hits a shin pad in front. Wildcats lose the handle on the far boards. Armada looking to go for a skate. Over the blue line now. Far side. Little drop pass. Picked off by Pearl. He moves up ahead. They clear it up through center. Mackinnon looks to pick it up. He tries to backhand one. His teammate couldn't touch it. Would have been offside. Wildcats move it to the open corner. Open boards, I should say, on the far side. Looking to spin away now. Thompson. He loses the puck for a moment as Blandon looking to take that away. Gets forced to the corner. Armada to the boards. Cameron dumps that in. Been watching a lot of the little extracurriculars going on after the puck moves. This game's going to get a little more chippy as it goes on. A little bit of, there's a shot. I don't think Pickram saw that till it hit him from Gosling from the blue line. C&I shot. Now, Cameron tries one. He misses well wide on the far side. Gosling looking to hold the blue line. It pops loose, and Armada looking to move it up quickly. Picked up now by Creighton. He's by himself here on the short side looking for some room. He loses the puck down the corner. Now trying to skate up is Keddy. He takes a bump, goes down, pops up. Now Fugier, he walks in, he fires a shot. That's off the glove. Rebound. Pops out and able to move to the side. They're letting a lot of stuff go down in behind it. Now the referee's arm's finally out. As in behind the play, I was watching, and there's going to be a penalty coming to the Armada. As in behind the play, we'll see there's going to be a slashing call, and it's going to go to Joel Hecka, number 34. As there was a pretty high hit as both players had their hands come up. And then I think afterwards, the little extra whack. Of course, you know the referee always sees the extra one. So here, first power play opportunity for either team coming almost halfway through the game, and a chance for the Wildcats to score on the power play, looking to make it a one-goal lead. They're going to have to start back in their own end as the Armada get that draw. And then almost a little bit of miscommunication there was as Armada picked that pass up. They're going to fire one, but misses on the far side. Now we're going to get a race for it. Breen picks it up. He looks to hand off. His pass picked off. Now the Armada pick it up, going to go high and hard off the glass and send it down the length of the ice. As McCrae looks to pick it up. Got to keep his head up now as DeBay had a quick look, but he does move the puck out quickly to Breen. Breen trying to headman pass to Terrace. That goes off an Armada stick, but Terrace gets there first in the corner and gets it back. They give it back to him for a third time. Look at a pass over front. That couldn't quite connect. And then in behind the play, whistle's going to go. Net's knocked off. 1:16 remaining here now in the power play. Both teams changing up their power play and penalty kill units as the officials get the net put back on. A little extra snow, a little shot of water. With how cold it is in here today, should freeze up pretty quick. 12:32 remaining second period. Scramble draw comes to the half wall. Both teams look for it, pops out, and it just kept in. They're trying to move it around. Nice little play there to move it over. But a better play by the Armada. They chip it out. Now Alt trying to get a step. But Wildcats able to get there first. Put the brakes on in behind his own net. Leaves it. Now it's picked up. Looking to go for a skate. Cross ice pass. Touched up. Gamden trying to get the move. He loses the handle just inside the blue line. Armada able to click it up. Valley will start back in their own zone. 40 seconds remaining here in the power play. Up through the middle. Picked up by Blandon. He tries to pull the trigger. He gets forced all the way out. That's a good defensive play there by Brady. Now Gamden going to have a quick look. He brings it inside the line. Look for some room here on the short side. Stops up. Trying to set up. Pearl gives it back to him. Gamden walking in, look for a lane. Look for a shot off our back door. And a deflection was there, but misses it wide. 10 seconds remaining here. Pass down just inside the circle. Stepping up, firing a shot. That hits the body in front. Now from the blue line, Pearl. He has a quick look. As the penalized player gets ready to step out. Getting on the shot. There's a deflection front. Rebound. Everybody walking away. And the puck's underneath the goaltender in the crease and somehow stays out. As a little push and shoving now after the whistle. But a shot there gets through and then whack it away at the rebound. Multiple attempts. But standing his ground, standing tall, Austin Pickram. As they're back to 5-on-5, even strength, 11-12 remaining here, second period. As they had to go over and shut the penalty box door. Face off in the Armada zone. Trying for a quick shot, doesn't quite get through, forced to the half wall. Back here to the blue line now. DeBay collapses quickly on him. They move it around. Now it's popped out to the middle. Gonna be dumped right back in, right on top of the Armada goaltender. But he's gonna hold on, forcing on the face-off inside the zone. Both teams yelling instructions to their players, and the Armada going to take that draw. Surrett trying to get a step here, trying to move here on the inside of Cameron. Surrett gets taken down, and the referee's arm goes up. So delayed penalty here now. Going to go against the Wildcats. Shot from the far side. He rips up for rebounds loose. Goalie's down. Puck's still out. And the driver wraparound then touched up. And now a little conversation on the side of the goal mouth on the far side, but there's going to be a tripping penalty. That's the initial call. We'll see if anything else comes from this. As number 11, Joshua Cameron, heading to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. So right after the Armada kill off a penalty. Now they're going to get their chance on the power play. Looking to regain that 3-goal lead they had. Face-off comes down to the corner. Wildcats trying to find it, knock it loose, but it's kept in. Now from the corner, look for out front and sliding over. Didn't get much on them. As Poltergees hands it back up top, empties, and I believe the net's off. As he get a chuck on the Valley side. They were yelling the net's off. The fans trying to give the assist to the officials. You know how much the officials love that. But we did see the net move, and it looked like it was knocked off. So, hey, correct call made by the fans. Sometimes they don't get it right, but they got it right this time. And the whistle goes. 18 seconds tick off on the power play, and the puck's kept inside the zone. Looking to move it around now. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary looking. Back up top, Mackinnon. Back to O'Leary. Top of the circle. He goes far side, but they get their wires crossed. And the pass out of reach and comes outside the zone. Now Mackinnon. Let's say Mackinnon. I noticed this with the CP Allen high school team, I believe. They got those white neck guards, and it looks really sharp with the white jerseys. Kind of looks like the Finland international team, but it does look pretty sharp as they try to bring the puck inside the zone. Wildcats pick it off and send it all the way down the length of the ice to listen to the penalty call. As Lucas Van Poches brings it inside the line. Looks to stop up. A little sauce pass up top here for O'Leary. Looks like he's going to shoot. Going to give it to Mackinnon. Well, he shoot. He does. Gets through. Rebound. Far side. And then, I don't know if they got a piece of something or just stayed out. That rebound came right over. And the shot misses wide. Now again, down deep by the hash marks. Chip down to low. Fugier, he looks. Maybe a little give and go setup. They switch spots in the corner. O'Leary from the blue line. He's got a shoot trying to short side. Then a rebound. Forced to the corner. That's two big saves there from the Wildcats goaltender. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Quick pass out front. A little bit too far ahead for O'Leary. Now he spins it. He fires one. Everybody got a duck on the far side. That goes high and wide. As the penalized player gets ready to step back on the ice. And as there's scores. Sorry. I looked over at the penalty box with 1 second to go. Wrap around out front. Somehow bounces around inside the pads of the Wildcats goaltender. And it's going to be Fugier, I believe. Number 10. If it is, it's his second of the afternoon. We'll wait for the official goal announcement. As it looks like the Wildcats are going to kill off the penalty. And the old wraparound from in behind. That's the second one I think the Wildcats goaltender wants back. We had one there off the half wall. And then that one there on the wraparound. He made some good saves before that, though. As the Armada clear it out. Valley right there at center to put it right back in deep. Almost 12 minutes gone here now in the second period. Loose puck. As here's the goal announcement. It was Fugier, second of the game, 13th of the season. And Maidman going to get assists on that. As the Wildcats trying to make his way over the blue line, trying a little dangle. Gets stopped up, but gets some help from his teammate. He puts it in deep. Now to the opposite corner. Both teams look for a loose puck. Popped up through the middle. Now it's quickly up to Chisholm. Chisholm breaks to the far side, all the way deep to the corner. He gets taken down for his troubles. Now quickly up to the blue line. McNeil puts it to the open side. And the puck bounced around that corner. It's going to be picked up here now by Banks. Banks lets go for his skate. His teammate just made a change. Now he goes cross ice pass. Get all tied up in his skates, though, but able to hold the line. Troop now back up top. Stoddard, he fires a shot. That lands in the belly of Hakala, who moves it up ahead. Maidman trying to get a step, trying to get a pass out front. Second attempt does get on goal, but on that short side, able to hold on is Owen Whittaker. makes a save, forces the face-off. 6:52 remaining here in the second period. On the face-off, back to the blue line. McNeil thought about shooting. Put it off up to the open boards. Now put down deep by DeBay. From corner to corner and back to the far blue line. Quick shot in front. They got a man opener down below, but elected to shoot and is off a shin pad. Now the referee's arms up. We're gonna get a holding call. It's gonna go against the Valley. So right after the Armada scored on the power play, they're gonna get another opportunity on the power play. As this time, heading to the box is going to be number 11, Joshua Cameron. And he's not happy about it as he slams the door. That was 6:35 remaining second period. Another power play opportunity for the Armada as they look to add to their lead. On the draw now. Both teams battle for it. The Armada come up with it off the half wall. DeBay moves it over. Todd gives it back to him. Now quickly here to Maidment. Todd, he's going to finally take the shot, and it does get through, but right in the old logo of the Wildcats goaltender was able to hold on. As we look back, and they forgot to start the penalty and the clock. Got to give Wade a break over there. It's quite cold. I've got about 20 seconds. Let's see what they talk about. So it looks like they're going to run it down a few.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It's all my fault.
Did you hear the timekeeper?
Winding it down 30 seconds, then we'll stop it now.
He said 30 seconds. I had 20 seconds.
I'll try not to make it happen again.
Like he said, he's been doing this a long time, but it is cold in here this afternoon. Shots now 25-20 in favor of the Armada, who lead 5-2. Looks like they get it right. He starts the clock this time, and the Armada keep the puck in. Here's Todd. Back up top to Bay. He's got two this afternoon. You know what he's looking for. They start to move it around. Todd's still with it. Little drop pass. Maidment, he fires a shot trying to go back far side. I think they got a piece of the paddle and goes all the way out. Now in the corner. Trying to move it up. Here's the penalty call. DeBay looking to put some speed on now as he brings the puck up the ice here short side. Takes it all the way around the back of the goal. Goes all the way around the world as he brings it up. He was making a pass far side there, making a change. His tackler just gets off the bench in time. They're able to pick up the puck. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. McAdam winds one up, lets it fire. Misses one there wide here short side. Goes from corner to corner. Looking to get there first. And for the Wildcats, but gets stopped up. Now Surratt looking for it. See the Wildcat goalie down with the paddle down, trying to stop any pass coming out front. As the battle ensues in that corner. It does pop out. Wildcats get to it, and they look to move it. Tried to send that around. Now to the far side. Mackin going to hold the line. It does pop just out. As the player got taken down. Fans looking for a call. I looked at the referee as well, not going to get it. Hackelen now trying to dance his way through as a penalized player is back on the ice. The Wildcats able to kill it off. Now they look to move it out far side. Flick a high one up to the middle, chipped in. Pickering going to come with the play. Didn't know what he's going to do with that, but he does move it to the boards. Gambin keeps it in. Now down deep, Pearl. Gets some help as they try to move it along the boards. Gambin holds the line again. Down deep in the corner. Armada will look to move to the far side now. They start to bring it up. Pass picked off. And putting it right back down deep again is Banks. They'll try the opposite corner now. They're going to flick a high one up. Just going to flick that one if they feel the pressure. They try to dump it up high into the mesh. We'll keep the face-off inside. 3:46 remaining here in the second period. And going down for a souvenir puck. He picks that one up. He's the home team, so his puck anyway. As face-off picked up by Troop. Troop tried to hold the line, but it gets popped out. Looking to come back the other way. Fugier with 2. He takes a shot. Deflected wide, gets his own rebound, and that goes wide as well. But able to hold the line now. It's Pinu. He took a big hit there earlier. Was slow coming off, but glad to see him back and okay from the bench. And now he has the puck. Looking to bring it in. Trying to use that long reach. He gets inside the line. Now gets some help here from Fugier. He throws it backhand. Rebound and fires it wide. Goalie down and out, crashing the goal was Pinu. And he can't believe he missed on that one as the Wildcats look to move it out. As Gosling going to bring the puck inside. Hands out to Banks. Banks at a fire shot. That's deflected. What a reaction there. And then on the wraparound as well as Pickram, who hasn't seen much action here in this period, had to have a crazy reaction to that shot from Banks. Went off his defender and was going one way, came back the other way. And then the wraparound attempt, he's able to get to the far post and keep that out as well, as we're under 3 minutes to go now here in the second. Wildcats coming close to get it back within 2. Face-off will come over on the far side. And picked up from the Armada right off the draw. Little chip and chase. Looking at 2-on-1 to shape up now. Far side, Maitman. Look for a pass out front. A little bit too far. And they're going to come all the way out as DeBay now going to pick it up. Going to dump it right back in. Armada would have been offside. At the Wildcats, Etheridge trying to chip it inside the line. He gets turned back. DeBay picks it up. DeBay here on the short side. Takes it deep to the corner. As the battle ensues now, 2 red jerseys, 2 white jerseys trying to knock that puck loose. I think it's underneath, and it is picked up by DeBay. DeBay trying to spin, lose it to the far side as Blandon tries to move it out. And then losing an edge there was Keddy. Now passing the far side, or trying to find the puck here, just moving it around. The shot anyway from DeBay goes high and wide. Now it's picked up in behind. DeBay again. He just turns and fires, trying to catch a goaltender out of position, but Woodard able to make the save. As a Wildcat player goes down, puck's picked up by DeBay. DeBay looking to go to Maitman cross crease. But that's picked up. Here comes the Wildcats. 2-on-2. Blandon leaves it. Fires a high shot. Rebound. That's going to be picked up and cleared by O'Leary. O'Leary now. There's 3-on-3 as he's going to lose the puck down the other, and then his teammates are going to head for a change. And the Wildcats will pick up a loose puck. Looking to send one up. That one's almost picked right off by Chisholm, who's fresh off the bench. And that's going to be putting off Nickerson. Now Pickram gets the paddle down. This time he doesn't play it. He's going to hold on to it, force a face-off inside his own zone. 1:13 remaining second period. Shots 27-23 in favor of the Armada, who lead 5-2. On the draw. Armada win it, go to the far boards with it. They look to clear it. Going to flip it up through the middle. Bouncing puck goes off the skate. Picked up now by Breen. Breen goes cross ice. On the backhand, trying to shove one towards the front of the goal was Terrace. Puck now picked up by Chisholm, who looks to bring it right up through the middle now, trying to find some room. Hands it off to Brady. Brady brings it inside the line. Puts it down deep. It's picked up and then put out of play in that clearing attempt from that far side by the Wildcats, who will keep the face-off inside the zone. About 40 seconds up on the clock. The second period winding down now. On the face-off, there's a quick shot. That's going to go high and wide. Thompson going to hold the line though. Thompson trying to get a step. He's got 3 Wildcats quickly on him and went for a big check. But got nothing but boards. And as he got back up, popped up into the mesh and out of play. So another face-off this time on the opposite face-off dot. Deep in the Wildcat zone. Both 30 seconds to go here now. And right straight off the face-off, walking in there was Seth O'Leary, but missed on the short side. Puck comes to the far wall. Armada with it again. O'Leary trying to spin. Wildcats force the puck to the far side. Pearl got a fire nice to the far side, but couldn't quite handle the pass and losing an edge as he tried to get back up. As time winding down, they have to get back on side. They do. They got to shoot right at the last second. Sorry, everybody moans and groans as the goaltender was going to play it with 0.8 seconds, but a quick whistle by the official will force another face-off. And it looks like they're just going to run the clock now. And they do. So that will do it for us here after 40 minutes. 5-2 your score. Shots on goal 27-24, all in favor of the Armada. As we're going to take another break. 2 periods have been interesting, but you know with the third coming, we'll see what these two teams have in store. Take a short break, try to warm up, we'll be right back for the third. You hear the music. Here we go. Third period action. Just get ready to get on their way. Mike Ellie back here, High Button Sports. Armada leading this one 5-2 as we complete 2 periods of play. And of course, it's a chilly one in here. It's chilly outside, and it's just as cold in the old barn here at the Sackville Arena. These two teams playing on neutral ice, as it is the Armada's home game, but neither team's home arena. As the referee blows the whistle, and we are on their way here to start this third period. Of course, the Wildcats dump it right inside the zone. They want to try for a hot start here, try to get one on the board early, try to cut into this lead. And there's a quick shot there from Pearl that misses just wide. He scored the first one of the game for the Wildcats. Now a chance here for the Armada, looking to clear. As Maidman, he gets stopped up, bring the puck inside the line. Wildcats are looking to move again. Todd's there to hold it. DeBay looks to move it back down deep. Goes to the far side. They whack away on the side of the goal mouth. That goes off the side of the goal. Wildcats will look to move it up ice. Looking for some room now. Trying to dance to D as he puts it down deep in the corner. Looking to pick it up there is Gamden. He's got 2 Armada players quickly on him. Not much room to move. Basin Armada move to the other side. Chipping in from the blue line, though, was Troop. But Armada pick up a loose puck and look over for a skate as DeBay. Devin DeBay looking for a change as he was flying up the ice, hit the blue line, dumps it in deep. Chance for the Wildcats to look up ice. There's a flying one as it almost got Hakala high in the chest as he was just coming off the bench. He got a piece of it, so no icing. Now from the corner, Armada will try it again. Trying to pop it out. Kept in. Gosselin fired a wild one that misses wide on the far side. Terrace puts it down deep. Armada go along the board. Took the funny bounce off the sanctions. And now the Armada look to pick it up. As Fugier had to reach back, but he's got to touch it on the wrong side. He tried to reach back and bring it with him. It hit his skate, and body went on the blue line. Puck stayed on the other side, so offside will be the call. As we went almost 2 minutes of action here to start this third period. Here on the draw, Armada trying to bounce it around. Wildcats pick up the center, put it inside the zone. Thompson tries to move up ahead, has to try again. He gets the pass up on the stick of Fugier. Fugier trying to speed up along the far side. From our backhand pass out front. That goes off a skate, comes here to the corner right now by those Zamboni doors. Wildcats come up with it. Chip one up ahead. Etheridge gets it back to Blandon. He tries to bring the puck inside the line. And there's another one that just comes on the wrong side of the blue. As the whistle goes, face-off will come here in front of the Armada bench. Another offside call. As you mentioned earlier, playoffs not that far away. Some teams only have approximately 8 games remaining, so only a few weeks. And the playoff picture still yet to be decided. As there's a wild shot there from the far side that goes wide and high. Wildcats look for a loose puck. And they find one. Trying to get to a shooting lane there was Keddy. Gets forced to the corner. He takes a bump. Now in there to help is Gambin. He goes out front. And they tried that shot on that short side. Couldn't get through. The Armada quickly pick up a loose one, hit the center line, dumping in deep. And that's going to come right beside the goal mouth for the Wildcats. They're going to take no chances as he's going to freeze it on the side of his crease. As it took a funny bounce off the backboard, almost came right out front. So force a face-off inside his own zone. Face-off one back. Now quick pass over, almost trying to connect there with Bungay. A little bit too far in front for him. Now on the far side, it's Pearl. Carson Pearl stops up. He tries to move it up ahead, trying to skate away and come back the other way. Trying to find some room. Here's Pearl. Pearl steps up. He fires a shot, and that's going to be right in the glove of Pickram. And we'll get a face-off inside. The fans at the other side kept yelling nets off. Referee's finally going to go back and check behind the Wildcat goaltender. looks like everything's okay. I will say the Valley fans have been on the referees a few times here this afternoon. Getting a chuckle over on this side. It's been pretty quiet here this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. Pearl, look for a loose puck. Gets knocked down, looking to get back up. Comes around the boards. Picked up now by DeBay. DeBay looking to bring it inside the line. He's a little chip and chase. There's again that chance, and you can see as that puck came right out front off the boards, and they whack away at it. But Whitter's there, makes the save, covers another one up, and referees come in quickly to make sure nothing else comes from that. Pretty well 3.5 gone, third period, 5-2. Shots now 31-25 in favor of the Armada. Armada got to a 3-goal lead early, and then their timeout and a goalie change for the Wildcats, and they came out and scored one quickly, made it 3-1. And there's a tip in front, and a beautiful tip it was. And trying to see who it was. I didn't know if it was 23, but it's got to be number 8. Looks like it's Surrett. Sebastian Surrett leading the lineup. Giving the Armada their biggest lead of the hockey game now, 6-2. As a perfect deflection, puts that right up under the bar. We'll bring it back to center, wait for the official goal announcement, of course. As the Wildcats get the draw, dumping in deep. And hold the line for the moment. Armada will try again from the corner. Gonna flick a high one up far side, look for a bounce. And that's gonna bounce around as it comes back inside the zone, but the Wildcats get caught inside the zone. And we'll get an offside call. As I believe most people are too bundled up to even move or speak. As this rink's cold on a good day, but when it's that cold outside, it's really cold in here today. And there's going to be another offside, but the Armada are able to clear it out. Here comes Chisholm. Chisholm loses the handle inside. Looking for some help. Here's a goal announcement. It was Sebastian Surrett. As O'Leary tries to bring it back the other way. Wildcats are looking for a call there at center as the player got tripped up. Now check along the boards. And it's hard to talk when the announcement's going. He's so loud as that shot from the far side goes wide. Mackin going to hold the line, fakes the shot. Puts it down in deep. He's chipping in too. Looked like he was looking for a return pass. There's a shot from the far side. That misses wide as McNeil wired one up. Now Blandon trying to get by Mackinnon as he puts it inside the zone. They go back and forth at each other. They're still giving each other extra whacks in front of the net. Now from behind the net. Armada, some quick puck movement as they look to bring it up far side. They chip it up ahead. Picked off there by Gosling. But looking to force it down deep. Was Ald. As the Wildcats will try again that far side. Having a hard time getting this puck out. Armada pick it up, and a pile of players go down. Shot on goal, saves made as you watch the dog pile on the far side. The referee's arm is up. There was going to be an initial call going to the Wildcats to see if there's anything else here. We'll see if there's going to be a power play or if we'll stay even here. See who's making their way to the penalty box. And it's going to be number 12. Well, initially it looked like it was going against the Wildcats because the Armada had the puck and took the shot before the whistle went. But the only player in the box is number 12, Jack Brady. So power play opportunity here for the Wildcats. As they start to move the puck in, I realize my clock didn't stop. I'll get that corrected here in a moment. As the Armada pick up a loose puck, they're going to send that all the way down the length of the ice. It's chilly in here. The fingers are not working as good as they should as trying to stay warm. Here's the penalty announcement. So 2-minute head contact call.
Penalty number 12, Brady, 2 minutes for head contact, time for penalty 5-18.
As that puck was trying to be dumped down and went inside the Armada bench. So we're going to bring that all the way back into the Wildcats zone. As the Armada having a quick chat here, shorthanded on this draw. The faceoff almost came right back to Todd, who had to back up off the line. Now bouncing puck at their own blue line. As looking to skate away there is Thompson. He finds some open ice and sends it all the way down. Looking to bring it up, going for a skate. Trying to find some room here is McRae. McRae down here, short side. McRae looking out front, nobody home. Armada pick up loose by a big collision in behind the net. And getting the better of that one was Thompson. As that comes right in top and stopping right in front of the Wildcats goalie was Ald, and he can hold on. But a big collision then down behind the other end. It looked like the Wildcat player was going for the big hit, and he got the worst of it. Minute 5 to go here in the power play. Faceoff will come to the blocker side of the Wildcats goaltender. This draw in the feet, picked up now by Gambin. He's going to go for a little skate. He looks up ice. Trying to get by Pinu. Gets forced to the corner. Now looking to take it in behind. Armada pick it off and send it all the way down the length of the ice. 44 seconds remaining here in the power play. They look to pick it up behind their own net. Looks up. Maben is there, so he has to stop up now, trying again. Trying to get a step. Pearl still with the puck here, short side, drops it off to Etheridge, who fires a high one. And that's well high as it's up into the netting and out of play. 26 seconds remaining as we approach 7 minutes gone here, third period. For the power play for the Wildcats. On that draw, picked up. Wildcats trying to take advantage of the power play. They bring the puck deep in the corner. Pops up, now along the boards. In the corner again, maybe a little give and go set up there from that far side. Quick shot, better save as Pinkram is able to hold on to his post. As the penalized player gets ready to step out of the box, we get ready to go back to even strength, 5-on-5. As he jumps the boards, hangs around the center line for a moment, just in case a loose puck popped out. But the Wildcats have it in behind the net. Trying for a backhand pass out front short side, didn't quite make it. Now the Armada pick it up and look up ice, Maidman. Looks up through the middle. Here's Brady. Brady fresh out of the box, brings the puck over the line. Goes through cross ice. That pass is almost picked off. And up through the middle. Now one-on-one shaping up. Terrace, he can't get by as McNeil stands him up. And some more action along the boards on that far side. There's all kinds of stuff happening without the puck. Referee letting it go. Pass out front. Quick shot. And the rebound. Goalie's down. Puck's somewhere. And they're going to call it a goal. And everybody's going to jump the dog pile. Referee's armed up as they were walking away at the puck. We couldn't see it from here, but the referee was right on the goal line saying he could see it and signaled that it was a goal. And then everybody jumped into blue paint as the referees, as he was trying to get up, and as people were all wrapped up, and at the bottom it was O'Leary. The official has him. But I think the signal was goal as we watched everything else happen. And the referee's still trying to clear everybody out. We're going to just look over here at the penalty box. First one heading to the box is number 8, Nolan Breen. And then O'Leary, who was at the bottom of the dog pile, Number 22, Zeth O'Leary's in the box as well. As the goal is up on the board. So it is 6-3. As the referee signaled right before the whistle, then when everybody jumped in. So with 11:47 to go here, third period, 6-3 now. Shots 35-28, all in favor of the Armada. And it looks like it's going to stay 5-on-5. I didn't see any signals from the referee for the calls. Nothing up on the board. Each team have 5 aside. So after all that, well, the Wildcats score a goal. Getting it back to within 3. Still lots of time left. Obviously, you don't have to say how crucial the next goal is in this one. As I'll wait for the official announcements for everything that just transpired. There's the goal announcement. So Etheridge is going to get the goal. Jaden Etheridge unassisted. At the play inside the zone now, Wildcats looking to clear it out. Going to chip up along the boards right in front of their own bench. Pops up. And the Armada pick it up. Move it over here. Chisholm gains the line. Chisholm takes a shot. That gets through. Rebound. A lot of rebounds. Yes, I just heard the coach say the exact same thing I did. As he's going in, a nice pass there, but couldn't quite get it, was McCray, and he could have been in alone. Now from the far side, they hit the red line, dumping in deep. Wildcats a little energized now from that last goal. Here's the penalty calls. Looks like just 2 minutes each for roughing. Another quick pass up far side, trying to get a step, trying to get a shot on goal. Does rebound as he gets taken down. Puck's clear, but not out. But it's put now onto an Armada stick. They're going to look for a go for a skate far side, trying to get a step. Hakala looking out front, trying for a redirect. That goes through the top of the crease. As DeBay tries to cut in on that short side. Chipped out. Goes all the way down the length of the ice. Icing's waved off. Picked up now by Thompson. He goes to the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. That shot didn't quite get through. And then the second attempt gets tipped wide. As Blandon tries to give chase. Puck comes to the far side. Dumped right back in behind the goal. Now from the corner. Going to flick one up through the middle. That's gloved down on the outside of the blue line. They got to tag back up. As a stick, it's slashed out of the hand. And players go down. Sorry, I didn't help but laughing. The fans are just giving it to the official on the ice with that non-call. And this one I can't argue with them. As the stick was taken out of his hands. Pretty good. Play continues though as the puck shot from that far corner deflected up into the netting and out of play. As the coach now looking for a word with the official. Official's actually going to give it to him. As we're under 10 remaining here, third period. See if the coach's words of encouragement, I'm sure, for the official. See if it helps the Wildcats or not. As they close the penalty box doors there, the penalized players are allowed back out with the whistle. Face-off comes to the corner. Now in behind the Armada goal to the opposite corner. They're going to flick a high one out. And heads up. And there's another one. And there's a young fan right down sitting where the puck came out looking for a souvenir. But it hit the mesh and stayed in. They got the short boards here at the old barn along the fan. So a lot of places now, especially the newer rinks, have the taller glass all around. So a lot of these players are used to being able to use it and get pucks out. At the face-off will come glove side of the Armada goaltender. The Wildcats pounding the boards here with their 6, trying to get their team some momentum, get them going. They can score one here. From the corner, pops out front. Armada get a stick on it. Pops up again. And they held in, Third attempt for the Armada to be able to clear it out. See if this one makes it far enough for icing. And the whistle's going to go. Icing will be the call. Down to 8:39. Third period remaining. 6-3 hockey game. Is everybody doing whatever they can to try to stay warm here this afternoon? And then Valley had the puck. Trying to fire one towards the goal. Looking for a loose one. The rebound was loose for a moment, but quickly Pickram able to gobble that up, forcing on the faceoff inside his own zone. Another face-off draw. Wildcats have it. Going to cycle it down low. Both teams give chase to the opposite corner. Trying to sidestep a check. Wildcats picking up. Pass off. Trying to walk in from the circle. Gets taken down for his troubles. And Armada closer to the boards. Looking to chip it out. But coming in from the blue line was Gamden. Gamden can't make his way to the front of the net. Going to hand it off. Couldn't quite connect with that pass. And here comes the Armada. Far side. Hits the red line. Trying to bring it on the blue line. Does the old reverse hit was Surratt, but loses handle of the puck as the Wildcats move it over quickly. McRae, he tries to bring the puck in, trying to hold it, but couldn't quite get the shot as well. As the rolling puck going to come in top of the Armada goaltender. As players collapse quickly at the top of the crease, looking for a loose puck. He's able to hold on, force another face-off as we're under 8 minutes to go now here in the third period. This face-off, blocker side on Pickram. One back to the corner. Armada going to rim it around. Going to come all the way outside the zone as Gosselin looks to move it out quickly. Wildcats get back on side. They're back to give chase as the Armada forces to the opposite side. As Auld trying to clear. He gets stopped up. Wildcats walk out with it. Trying for a pass up in the high slot. Couldn't quite connect. The puck's going to come outside. Gosselin just going to put it right back deep again. Armada with a little bit of time. They look up ice. Blandon almost picked that pass off, but the Armada do clear it out. Here's DeBay. DeBay has to sidestep his own player. Gets a shot. It didn't miss by much on the far side. Gets taken down as well after the shot. Wildcats clear it out. Trying to move it inside the line now. Well, ball players get taken down. Ball ready up quickly. Puck's in there somewhere. Official there as well. And the puck does pop out on the back end. Armada try to clear, but it's kept into the line. Goes off a skate. Now the Armada have a chance. It's DeBay. Tired from a long shift, trying to get a step. Makes a nice move. DeBay shoots! And he missed on the short side as he had it in all alone. And there's a chance it's in behind. As I was watching that. As Armada looking for a call. Now, and some more as Etheridge is caught up in some stuff, but Maidment was heading to the bench. See if there's going to be another call. The initial call was going against the Armada. Number 9, Luke Maidment, for cross-checking. And then there was some extra going on over by the face-off dot over in front of the Valley bench, but nothing else was called. So just a one penalty against the Armada here with 6:40 remaining, third period. Wildcats going to get a chance in the power play. If they can score one quickly, it's not unheard of. You see the Pittsburgh Penguins the other night, 3 goals in 39 seconds. Wildcats looking for the same here as they're down by 3, but they're on the power play, able to hold the line far side. Looking to walk in now. There's a shot, gets high in the chest from Pickram, then the rebound's picked up, sent down the length of the ice. Now from behind their own net, if you listen to the penalty call. As Nickerson goes for a skate. He gets stopped up inside the line. Armada clear. Valley will try again. Some quick passes here. Breen, a little bit too hot and heavy for him to handle. As Chisholm will dump it in deep. As Breen's all tied up here Trying to let him go. Sorry. I had to watch that for a minute as it came up. As Nickerson now moves the puck inside the line. Armada there again to knock it right back down deep. 1:04 to go here in the power play. Wildcats from behind their own net. Move it to the far side. Looking for some room now as he brings it inside the line. Hands it over. Quick shot. Nice blocker save there as Nickerson ripped that on goal. Wildcats keep it in. Nickerson looking for it in the corner. Puts it down below. Trying to come out front with it. Short side. Bouncing puck. Armada able to force it to the wall. Now look for some time and space. But Cameron steps in, holds the blue line. But then it goes off a second skate. Lands on Armada's stick. And they're going to send it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds remaining here on the power play. Valley looking to take advantage here. 5-on-4. Pass far side. They look to move it up. Pass a little bit too far out of the reach. And the Armada looking to send it down. Only 15 seconds remaining here now. They look to bring it up ice. Gonna lose it to O'Leary. O'Leary trying to pop it up. And Brady just stays on side. O'Leary catches up. O'Leary walks in, scores! What a beauty goal, short-handed. As he tucks it in, extending the reach way out. Zeth O'Leary, number 22. Giving the Armada 7 for the afternoon. They lead 7-3. With about 4:40 remaining here in the third. As just when the penalty was going to expire, O'Leary with a great individual effort there to pop that one home. We're back to 5-on-5 now. We'll put that one down deep. Armada trying to hold it in. Valley able to move it out. As Banks brings it in. He takes a shot short side. Goes off the defender's skate, misses. Here's the goal announcement. As Frugier fires one. Save made, rebound. Picked up now by Pearl. He goes cross ice. And it was O'Leary with his team leading, I believe he's 22nd of the season. And looking for more, they're stopped up in the quick shot. Nice save there by Whittier. Now they try to put it along the boards. Down deep, Maidment for the Armada. Trying to go back here to Mackin at the blue line. He's able to hold it. Bounce it around, maybe a chance here for Creighton to get a shot off. Does get through, and it jumps out and able to make the save. .330 remaining here, third period. Armada scored moments ago, shorthanded to extend their lead by 4. It's getting quite chippy here as well. Reminder, I believe these two teams play again coming up shortly. As again, we're getting close to the regular season ending and playoffs just around the corner. This face-off controlled by the Wildcats. Trying to come out of the corner with it now. Has to stop up, looking the other way is Keddy. Keddy looks to come up ice. Looking up through the middle. Pass goes off Estra's stick. Picked up now at center by Troop, who puts it in deep. Pickram plays it to the side of his goal as Todd tries to put it along the boards. Armada looked to clear outside the zone. Goes far side with it. A little bit too far. I think it's going to go long enough for icing. As the whistle goes, 2:54 remaining. Icing will be the call. We'll bring it back deep in the Armada zone. On the draw. Valley trying to move it from side to side, looking to set up. Trying to keep the puck in. Armada have it now in the corner. As Cameron got tripped up there. And again in behind the play, Cameron again. As Van Potry's got tangled up with him. And you can hear the crowd now, and the bench is starting to, a lot more chatter happening. And a lot of it's directed to the officials, and the Valley look to bring it up. Gets stopped up there right in front of the timekeeper. Wade Wild got a bird's eye view there of the action. Now back the other way. In the corner now. Down to 2 minutes ago. As this one is far from over. As there's still big hit there in the far side. But Armada still with it, looking to come out front. As Thompson, and now down here in the other corner. Everybody's all tied up. As I was watching the hit, and more words. They're trying to stay with anything here. As Jack Terrace laid the boom. And then down deep in the corner, and there's nothing but things being yelled at onto the ice from the bench, from the stands. .148 up on the clock. Let's see what the calls are going to be. It looks like they might just take them both. They got to try to get control of this game. We don't want to see anything else happen. The last thing we look for is injuries or suspensions for either teams. As the Armada, both these teams will be back in action tomorrow. Armada going to welcome the Rebels. They're on their actual home ice in Bedford at the Greenfoot Energy Plex. And the Wildcats will be at home as well as they welcome the Cape Breton Jets. Hopefully with the early afternoon affairs, hopefully before any snow comes that they're calling for tomorrow night at the Valley. Here comes the Wildcats. Looking to bring in a score! I was watching up at center. Two players were giving each other words, but coming down and playing for a little Wildcat pride now with 1:27 remaining. It's going to be number 17, Cameron McCrae, giving the Wildcats their fourth of the afternoon. We'll bring it back to center, wait for the official goal announcement. We'll quiet down a little bit. It's getting a little loud on the Wildcats side. I think it's taken in deep there as Banks lays a hit on Maidment as they try to move the puck up. Down deep here now, the goal scorer McCrae. And I think both players from the penalty boxes are being sent to their dressing rooms for misconduct. As I believe they were having quite the conversation. And Wade over there were kind of between two ferns over there. So I could hear the officials say both of them getting 10s. Faceoff's going to stay in the Wildcat zone. As you think the Armada just want to get this one over at this point. Official takes his time, drops the puck. The Armada went trying to rim that around here. Look for Nickerson here on the short boards. Here's the Wildcats goal announcement. Oh, they gave it to Madden Blandon. So McCrae was leading the lineup, but they're giving it to number 22, Madden Blandon. As the puck's dumped in, as we're under a minute to go now here in regulation. And they got one too many players on there for the Armada area as Maidment make his way to the bench. That one's dumped in from the blue line. As bodies being thrown around here now, you can actually hear the coaches say, careful here. Debate, you know what he's looking for. He takes a shot at short side, a nice save. And quickly back the other way. Here comes McCrae. He chips it in deep, gives chase. Puck comes to the far boards now. Banks looking for it. And Breen Goes around to the opposite side. Wildcats trying to hold it. It's picked up now. Dan Poltergees, he brings the puck inside the line. He tries to hit it. He takes a hit. He's got caught looking at the puck. There's a wild shot that goes high and wide. As clock's ticking down, McNeil puts it down deep. They're looking for McBay. He's looking at him. What a save! As DeBay looking for the trick. But Owen Whittaker slides over with the glove and makes a diving stop to take away the hat trick from Devin DeBay. What a save with only 7 seconds to go. Good for the Wildcats goaltender to stay in it with an absolute robbery. As we get ready to drop the puck and try to count this one down, it's back at the blue line. Another one shot doesn't get through. And the referee has the arm up for another call with 1 second left on the clock. And another conversation as we thought we had this one almost over. But another penalty call. And they're like, you can hear the coach say, can we just roll this? Now it's cold. And there's the horn. As the final go, as it's going to be number 23. Lucas Van Poche's got that penalty right at the horn. And now, she's over. 7-4 our final score. Final shots on goal, 43-34. Armada take it. Mike Elliott, High Button Sports. It was a cold one. Hope you had as much fun as we did up here in the booth. We'll see y'all next game.